Hey everybody, Maria here with Fourth Dimension. If you're brand new and found me, there might be a message here for you. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you. If you find that you get an inspirational message, education, even entertainment, feel free to hit that subscribe button on the way out at the end of the video. I'm reading for the sign of Aries. Aries, I feel like you're going through some form of challenge. You might be struggling with your partner. It's a disagreement. It could be an ex that you're fighting over or boundaries. Sneaky. So somebody might be trying to hide themselves or plotting this third party social media. I have a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, trying to determine what you're doing, trying to follow up on you. It feels like somebody might be plotting against you. It's kind of the third party, I feel, or an ex party, or somebody who wants to get back together. They're trying to reinstate a union with you. Reconciliation. They want a second chance. They want to rebuild on something. It feels like an ex-partner. Tell me more about Aries. I have the snake here. I also have a twin flame. You might be mirroring this person in a fire sign. It might be a third party, like I felt, another fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius. It's also your energy, but you might be dealing with, I feel like a Leo or a Sag. That might be in the mix. I want to pull two more oracle decks for you. I love all the intel. Tell me about Aries. Somebody's really focusing on their own responsibilities. It might be you taking a spiritual bath, cleansing, clearing their energy, hanging out with friends, or they want to tell you they want to reconnect as a friend. They're burdened with all these responsibilities. They miss your intimacy. They want to heal this connection, and they might have had some anger with a two-faced person, or they see that maybe they were once your friend, but maybe it's coming out. It feels like something's coming out as talking smack behind you, because it's a two-faced friend. It could be the fire sign talking smack about you. Intimacy and healer. Got to be straight with you. It feels very much like this is genuine. Somebody who misses you, it might be a twin flame. You two are connected very closely. You might have kids together. This is somebody who's mirroring you, and it's like better half, right? So just be aware that this person does want to reconcile, make it right. There has been a transformation. They want to take responsibility for the sneaky behavior. They are trying to be a better version of themselves. They miss the intimacy. That's the healing part is very highly schmexual. And like they have a lot of energy towards you in that arena. I don't know what else to tell you. Meadow of moments. This is the vibe I had. Is somebody just kind of relaxing and meditating in like out in the wilderness. They are trying to find self again. They're trying to get back to who they once were. It's a moment where it's like a reset button. And somebody's trying to keep things simple, trying to go back to the simpler times. Basics, keep hearing back to basics. Tide of transition, I'm going to take that. Thank you for that. I feel that this is, again, somebody's trying to be open and change with the ebb and flow. So when you look at this tide of transition, these two people are standing in the water up to their chest, their armpits, and the tide's coming in. And you know how that force hits you, right? That's kind of the vibe I have, is somebody's just allowing that energy to go through them, and they're accepting the changes that's happening to them. It's a transformation. It's almost the chrysalis stage with the butterfly, the caterpillar to the butterfly. It's kind of messy. It's a bit messy, but they're just accepting everything that's happening. I feel like they're trying to they're trying to curb their anger and curve like the energy that they had used once to fuel their passion towards you. They're trying to curb it and maybe put it back into self, but you two are not together. Let's just start there. There's a long history between you two. It's a very thick cord. This person misses you. They want to reinstate the cord. They can't. It's been frayed. It's like I see two frays, two endings. You can't really cut a cord on a twin, but I feel like this person feels a definite sever. You might have said some things with the Queen of Swords, with the Tower right here coming out, with the Five of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles. So somebody's sitting in juggling a lot of responsibility, taking ownership of things, and it's also speaking your truth, speaking their truth. It's very much clear boundaries, direct communication. Somebody's becoming clear-minded about what they want, and they're not afraid to express it. So somebody might be coming back and apologizing for the damage. First thing I hear is all the damage they created in the life of you, possibly you and the kids. If you have kids with this person, or they were around your kids, something about the imbalance. This person is being transformed. They're also kind of releasing all toxicity. Five of Swords, conflict. That's what I just felt. They're releasing it. Fell on the water sign with the spiritual bath. This person has a win at all cost kind of vibe, or at least did in the past. And again, it's sneaky behavior, but it's about, yeah, with the Eight of Pentacles, this person's really working hard on curbing. I just kind of said that. They're past defensiveness and need to be right and wanting to win at all costs, and this argumentative, you fought with this person, you argued with this person. It was almost like a hobby. This person liked to argue because they needed to feel right. That's their own insecurity, their own inability to, or they might have been passive aggressive as well. This person might have not said anything but showed you by acting on, oh, I'll show you, I'll go step out on you, I'll go on a trip, I won't tell you it's the ending of this. So this person, because of the endings in their life, like the whole thing, the other relationships that fell apart, they might have had a move, they might have had work life imbalance, it might have had addictions. I kind of feel heavy drinker with the Chariot to the High Priestess to the Tower. This person's recognizing and had an epiphany fast, fell on the twin flame of who you are. They want to reconcile. Bottom of the deck is because they've been sitting in the Seven of Pentacles looking past and looking back. So this person might have gone through a few things since your separation. I feel like you two might be sitting down and having a chat about the lessons they've learned. It feels like a ministry. It feels like this person is, maybe this awakening or epiphany is about to lead other people through to a higher level. It feels ministry level. I hear Old Rugged Cross. I've not heard that song in a long time, but that's coming through. Maybe you're Southern Baptist kind of feeling. This is somebody who wants to start off as friends due to the epiphany, and they want to make it right. Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Emperor. So somebody's getting their finances aligned. They also, how do I say this? So this person, Aries, that you were dealing with, money was an object. It was a focal point of their worth, of their balance. They felt they had power with how much money was in the bank. It defined who they were. They felt in control. They do have the financial bandwidth to come in and make you this Queen of Pentacles and take care of you, because they're coming into rewards. I also feel you are as well. You have won something, maybe a court case. It feels very much like the King of Swords. It feels very much like An honest conversation is happening that is directly related to mental clarity based on this epiphany that occurred. And it was started when you put some boundaries and said some hard things to this person. Yep. Ace of Swords to the Two of Pentacles. This person's going to come in and tell you they need to be more adaptable. They're very rigid. They're very stern. They're very much my way or the highway. They didn't give you a lot of room. They juggled you. The hot and cold, back and forth. Made commitments and then broke them. This person now sees what they did, and it's very much breadcrumbing energy. So this person may come in and have a conversation with you. They're a little concerned that you're not going to accept them to a swords. They might, like, this is a really bad idea kind of vibe. Even though they've changed, they haven't done much work, if any, to reconcile with you or have a conversation. And they're weighing options right now about what they want to do. This person also might be moving. I feel like this person has opportunities elsewhere to go as the Emperor and explore their next chapters, but they want to make things right with you before they leave and possibly lay a foundation for a future relationship. But they're going to test the waters. This person had, had a control problem, but it didn't come out. It came out sideways. And now, now they're wanting to come in and offer you an apology for that. And the reality is they didn't have control over anything. And that's why they became frustrated and had anger issues and passive aggressive, two-faced. And plus, you make them very happy, but this conversation is going to make you happy. This is closure for you. And not necessarily to a new chapter, Aries, but it's to the past. So whatever you were going through with this person, it had to die because it wasn't sustainable. It was hurt-filled, it was ego-driven, it was petty and shallow and angry, and this person is now discovering who and how they treated you was unfair. And I counted here too little too late, which is fair. It's fine. I'm not asking you to take this person back. I just work here. I just read energy. But this person knows that you are going to be a bit guarded and possibly still hurt. Still, maybe the scars have healed from this person's conversation, but it feels like you had to grow up. You had to be independent. Even in the card, there's birds. So birds for me are communication coming in. Three of Pentacles to the Judgment Call. You're going to have to sit on this decision. For several of you, your person may be asking you to join them on this trip. They might be inviting you along. There might have been it's also inviting you on the trip of healing. It's an inner calling. It's the Judgment card is hitting me differently in this spread just because it's a rebirth, right? So this person is going through a rebirth, or you are. Again, not sure whose energy this is, but it's requiring forgiveness and mercy. Doesn't mean you take the person back, especially the old behavior. I feel like that has expired. I keep seeing an old date. Like 2023 might be important to you. It feels very much like the finale has already occurred, but this person is trying to ask for redemption, right? And restoration to like a reset. I keep hearing reset. And I made the comment before I even pulled a card that you were dealing with this person in a transformation. This person has gone through an awakening and they recognize they need to make things right with you. They want your mercy, and they want to have a new phase of communication. I keep hearing that. They don't want to argue anymore. They want to work with you. They want to collaborate, learn, build with you. But I also feel like take you with them, because it's a 3, along with the 3 of Wands is coming because of a 3 of Swords. So this might be somebody who wants to take care of you. This is somebody who's overcome quite a bit of deceptive activity. They know that they've been shady in your past. They know it. They might have stepped out on this relationship, lied, conned, manipulated, hurt you in a million different ways. I hear death by a million paper cuts. So plus the Three of Swords. Like, this is somebody who you are the Queen of Swords. You are definitely guarded about this conversation, Aries, and you're awaiting, I feel like you're awaiting this person. You already know this is going to happen. But I do feel like this is something, you might already be in a new relationship. It might be with a fire sign, or you're on the verge of meeting an Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel heavy on the Leo, heavy on the Sag, believe it or not. So Aries, I feel like, or there's a third party already in the mix. Could be your person's person. I don't know. It just feels very much Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Three of Cups. But this is somebody who definitely wants to reconcile. I do want to take that Empress with the Empress. I feel like this is the energy, is they might be entertaining somebody else, but they don't fulfill what the hole you left, the giant gaping intimate relationship that you walked away from. They're defending this to the other person. I think they might be going back and saying, listen, I'm in love with Aries. I'm sorry, but I don't think this is going to work. Somebody tried to avoid responsibility in the past. It might have been dealing with covert, narcissistic behavior, gaslighting, breadcrumbing, the passive aggressive, not really answering, not really taking accountability, that sort of thing. But Aries, I feel like this is ending. This person's stepping into a healed season, or trying to anyways, because now they're going through heartbroken. And I'm being told you're supposed to sit and listen, say less. This person can't let go of you. They also have a third eye awakening. And this is how they see you, very nurturing. You're the root. You're very much outdoors, in with nature, connecting with their inner self. It's a lot of, the more I hang out, this is the person. If the more I hang out outside or in the elements, I feel more grounded. This is going to come in fast. They can't get you out of their mind. This is somebody who is stuck on repeat with you. You might be dealing with a Virgo. You might be dealing with a Taurus, another Aries. I also feel you're in your Emperor mode. And this decision that you have to make I don't even think it's about forgiving this person. I think it's about how much you want to invest going forward, or if you're going to keep your boundaries up and keep this guy or person or woman on pause. This is a heavy transition. You're also going to have to sit. You might be dealing with a Gemini, or maybe there was a past Gemini or Aquarius, Virgo, that took your attention, excuse me, or took their attention away from this relationship. But this is a lot of head over heart. So this is, the vibe I'm getting is this person's very logical, very stoic, pragmatic. They might be a slight autistic, or even they just don't show their emotion. They don't carry their emotion on their sleeve. It's very hard for this person to communicate emotion. That might be some of the healing. They're hopeful that they can reinstate this relationship with you. And again, inner strength. They're trying to mirror your energy. I just had this. This is what I just said. They see you as nurturing, and they want to mirror your energy. That might be part of it as well. You're going to have to decide at what level you even accept this person. I think you have this person. I don't think you can block them, because I think you share a child. Again, that might be just for one of you. But this apology, justice, is going to assist with the lack of commitment they had to the family, to you, to the lack of energy that they gave you previously. I feel like you're going to have to sit and think about it, or they are. If you're approaching them, again, take it as it resonates. You'll know better than I do. Whoever is going into the other person, the other party might just say, I need a minute to think about it. Four of Swords is putting everything on a pause, holding back energy, restricting this. They might be dealing with Libra. There might be family involved that also have a lot of opinions. You have a lot of opinions here. I feel like you're the Queen of Wands to the King of Wands to the Hierophant, is taking your passions to a new level. You might get to a place, this is way future, once this conversation occurs, this is a base to build on. So I feel like this relationship, because I have fives all through this, is the required change. Whatever the breakdown of this is, so now you have a foundation to build on. You both have a lot of anxiety about trust. You both have a lot of conflict and rivalry. I mean, I think you both are seeing other people. That's the vibe I get, or at least are dating or communicating with other people. Let's even put it that way. But you have a history of like disagreements with this person, and it's strife. Like you have fun arguing. It's almost like you practice arguing in the shower. Like if he says this, I'm going to say this. You know, like that's the vibe. So you guys have a history of this, and they want to put it to rest. They want to put all this to rest. They have the Hierophant to the Ten of Cups. You're supposed to hold back a little bit. The Four of Pentacles, like I said, with the Four of Swords, as they rush in. Yeah, with the rebirth, with the truth right there. Because they know you have options, but they're also creating their own. They're working on projects or working on other things, I feel, because they want to have a... They still haven't let go of the castle. They still saw themselves as the provider, as the husband, the spouse, the head of whatever, but their lack of stepping forward, I feel, pushed you into the Queen of Wands, and you had to take leadership of the kids, of the family, of the schedule. I don't know who I'm reading for, but then the effery started to occur, and I feel like you just had no other choice. So you pulled back your energy. I don't know who I'm reading for. I hope this makes sense. Well, this person wants to come forward and set the story, set the story straight. It's more like take ownership of the story and the outcomes. They want to put all this to bed. You have had a tumultuous relationship with this person, and they're just trying to find peace. They're trying to find peace and a new footing for both of you to work from. That's what's happening. You're going to have some decisions to make. I feel like you're not defensive, but guarded. How's that? Not defensive. I feel like you've let go of the anger. You wish nothing but the best for this person, but as they go through this tower, it's upheavals, chaos, revelations in their life. And that's creating them to come and have a conversation with you. This awakening that occurred. And it feels a minute ago. It feels like either last week, 2 weeks, 6 weeks, up to a year. But this has been not quite a year, but 8 months maybe. It feels very much like this is a slow burn. And it's a long-standing relationship you two have. So this isn't somebody you just met. No. So Aries, that's what I feel is going on with you right now. I'm going to leave you an angel number before we get out of here. If you want to have a personal read, feel free to email me at fourthdimensiontarot@gmail.com, or you can hit that link in the box below and we'll schedule some time. Secondly, Pam Health is hosting a carnival on the 26th. I'm providing free tarot readings, so if you're in the Westminster area, feel free to pop by. That'd be a lot of fun. Pam Health, Westminster, Colorado. We also have school on Saturday if you want to learn tarot. Link below as well. Your number, oh, that's the cover. That doesn't count. Let's try it again. Aries, Aries, Aries. 777. Boop, boop. I am in the flow. Boom. There you are. That's very similar to this. You're just reacting in a positive way. You're holding on and just ebb and flow. It says your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose. State of peace and calmness is in your soul. I am in the flow. Beautiful. So if you're seeing 777, 77, that is your message. I do feel it is directly, divinely given to you. You may want to do some spiritual baths. You may want to heal and forgive this relationship just so you have serenity, sanity. Nothing's blocking your chakras from absorbing new energy or new direction. And I feel like whoever this is a twin flame. And whatever they did to you in the past, I feel like you've just forgiven because you have to in order to receive new direction from your tribe. So until next time, Aries, love and light to you. Take care.